We are in progress. We are in progress to rebuild some infrastructures.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Feels good.
So the monorail is complete. So with monorail, I can transport from this place to West Fork North. Oh, baru infrastrukturnya baru dari sini sampai sini. Okay. Monorail.
Please submit materials.
Okay.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Oke. Jadi gue bisa transport semua ini via monorail. Get on, load. All the materials. Nice. Get on, of course. I am with the monorail. Time to dispatch. The monorail bound for West North station will be sent on its way. Start. Cool. Damn!
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Sekarang gue nggak perlu jalan kaki, nggak perlu naik mobil. Using monorail. Damn. Smart.
Cargo transported by the monorail has been placed in your private locker. The cargo can be delivered via the terminal.
Yes.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail?
Yes, I am.
Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought.
Yes. Check it first, ma'am.
Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while. It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Ah, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Cool. New glasses. Thank you. New glasses for Sam. The rewards from local resident.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
Are there other monorail lines?
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
Alright, I'll be seeing you.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou.
What is
Return
it?
to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay.
Rest recommended. Hydration recommended. Rest recommended.
Thanks very much.
Fragile.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
I want to know everything about Lou.
Good morning to you, Sam.
Seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Where's the book? Drink, Sam, drink. So you can stay hydrated and ready for the next journey. Let's check on Lou.
It's okay. It's alright.
He seems happy. We got new places from... Okay. Okay, this one's cool.
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Good day, good day.
Perhaps you should take a break. Hydration recommended. Take care of yourself, Sam.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its Western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam,
The next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Delivery order terraforming equipment to Rainbow Valley.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Terraforming equipment.
Floating carriers can be loaded with cargo once deployed in the field.
Damn, we need vehicle.
Vehicle ready. Please try.
Nice.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Nice. This one is a bigger one. Great.
I feel it, Sam. They're very close now.
Leave him, leave him.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
To the left. A floating tractor cart that can be loaded to cargo and attached to waste. Iron carrier consume crystal while in use. Mode transport. This person can be loaded with 900 kilogram cargo for farming. Coba dulu.
Wait, Sam, you've just dropped some of your cargo.
Damn. Or oh nggak bisa, nggak bisa semua, nggak bisa ada yang ketinggal satu, harus semuanya. Damn. Berarti nggak bisa jalan situ, nggak bisa. %10 damage. Nggak bisa, tetap harus pakai hardcore.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery terminal to
Ada damage for the first time. Package with damage.
discuss your orders and requests.
Minor damage lah, kata lu.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? Then does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here.
Minor damage. It's okay, right?
Just a bit of wear and tear, huh? That shouldn't be a problem at all.
Nice. Only 10%.
We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future. The next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
Rainbow Valley. Nice.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully. Oh, try it out.
What is tar cannons?
Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive.
The terraforming initiative.
This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own.
Okay.
Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Find comrade. Rendezvous with a comrade. That was the comrade over there.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
I never lived this. Oh. Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Bisa. Come on. Who is that? Damn. She's a healer.
I think I spooked her.
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before. Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
I am.
Fuck.
What is this place? crypto byte. Is she pregnant?
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm
Rainy.
sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainy.
You too, little man.
You got some kind of a trick for dealing with timefall?
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan. Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
They're an old friends.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainy. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
The DHP Megalon is able to travel once more.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
Okay. But first, let me eat.
Hi, Sam.
Alright. Sam taking a seat. Car cannon.
Good morning to you.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Kangaroo? Rescue the test subject, kangaroo. Yeah. Deliver test subject kangaroo to the animal shelter.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since the kangaroo is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
May extinguish fire, dosing them with a jet.
Order accepted. Thank you. See you.
What in the world?
What the hell?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
We need that. For shelter, we need that.
All right, time to make our getaway. This was marked as a dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Oh my word. No way.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Go on, Sam.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
deliver the kangaroo.
You must be Sam. We've
Yes.
heard all about you
Yes,
and
I
your
am.
friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
DHP Magellan. Rainy? Pawang hujan ternyata Rainy. Pawang hujan deh.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the timefall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. Be safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No.
We need to leave right now.
Please.
Go on, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
He's trying to suicide
Hey there.
until
You're Rainy, aren't you?
Fragile comes.
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now.
Yes, Lauren.
Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I can't believe you found this. We'd all but given up hope. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh,
You're welcome.
Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can... Come out.
What's so special about this kangaroo?
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHP Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Order completed. Well done.
Thanks for all that.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Finally, I have new vehicle. Floating carrier.
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
Charlie?
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Take a break, Sam. Take a break.
Sam, it's Charlie. You'll be happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
Feels good. Hmm.
creation. Delivery route finalized. Please select a...
Yes, that destination.
Let's get a move on.
Aid package to the Northern Environment Observatory.
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased to inform you that you can now use the map on your ring terminal to check the weather forecast. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Oh my. A grenade that reads decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. Must activate it manual. Once thrown, the hologram produced will depend on what nearby is doing can be stored in grenade pouch.
accepted. Thank you.
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
There's a BT nearby.
No way. And do you have PCLC? Do you have PCLC, man? Oh. Formula.
Sam, there's an animal that appears to be on its own. This could be a good opportunity to assist the shelter with their preservation initiative.
Let's get a move on.
Mm. Oh, I see.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. Bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with you, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions,
That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Nice. Got stuck. Bisa stuck di sini ya. Nice. Great.
Seems to be their territory.
Commencing route creation.